You're listening to the Evil Metal Gamers Podcast.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of Evil Metal Gamers Podcast. Today is May 18, 2018.
You sure?
I knew it. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that fucking thing, and you said it.
What episode are we on?
This is episode 33. 33, and I don't know if anybody noticed that last episode 32 was a little fucked up. Little technical difficulties there, and if nobody noticed, that's perfect. If you did notice, we apologize. We should be doing a lot better than this one.
That's what I think about your apology.
Yeah, okay. My name is Jose Rodan.
I'm the one and only Frank Burnham.
What are you, fucking WWE? What are you, The Undertaker? I mean, John Cena? What's wrong with you?
Hey, you can't see me.
When I see you, I'll punch you in the mouth.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's been what I want to call it the leak week in the video game industry. A lot of leaks. So many leaks, and people just crumbling down. You get one little ad with fucking leaks, and then they say, oh, let's just put out the fucking trailer. What do you think?
Where you get your geek news all week, every week. How about that?
Oh, forget that.
How about sticking to the script there, bucko?
All right. You want to do that? I'll edit it.
No, it's okay. We just keep going because, I mean, you're just so unprofessional.
It's not unprofessional. Man.
Don't
Either way, geek news. But the leaks, oh my God. So many leaks.
It's stupid.
And then, once again, the fucking companies crumble and they just put out a trailer. I mean, who cares what Canadian Target says? You could have still denied it, and say it's not true, it's not true. Shame on you, Bethesda. Shame on you, Call of Duty, whatever you call it, Activision. Shame on you. Fucking ad comes out, and then you immediately... They didn't even show pictures of the fucking... Of the game. It was just generic square with an M on it.
What are you talking about?
On the ad of Target?
For what?
The Canadian Target ad or some shit?
For what game?
All those games are in the list. The ones that have been coming out with trailers. Black Ops 4.
Well, no, Black Ops was expected.
Yeah, but these trailers are coming out now because, like, the Rage 2, that was in the list. Nobody knew about that. It would have been a great secret to keep.
Nah, no, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would have, of course. And first of all, we'll talk about that in a minute, but just deny it. Fuck, man. There's celebrities who've been caught having sex with people, and they deny it. To the very end. These guys, they just immediately bring in a trailer. So fucking stupid. They're ruining E3.
Yeah, no, the leaks are ruining E3.
I mean, what is left?
I mean, I still, for me, I'm glad that I still kind of don't know what's coming out.
Bro, I understand what you're saying about the ad. I don't mind seeing it. I don't want to see the trailer though.
I don't want to know anything though either.
I don't mind about a name. I don't care about a name drop and shit. I really don't care about that. I care about what I'm going to see.
But it's literally, we're literally less than a month away. Just like what
Can't
do you
hold it?
Like, yeah, what do you gain by leaking it? Like, you're
what about Bethesda? They have their own show.
Yeah, you're just an asshole. Seriously, dude. Like, whoever you are, like, you're an asshole. Like,
people like that shit.
But why? Like, why and how?
I don't know, man. I don't know why they like it.
It's really just fucking dumb. Like, it really pisses me off.
But I mean,
we've
these
gone
leaks don't happen in Hollywood. It only happens in this fucking game industry.
But it does happen in Hollywood, dude. Every fucking movie trailer nowadays seems to ruin every fucking movie out there.
But that's a trailer. There's no leak. There's, it's, you know what I mean? I mean, there's no like, oh, I guess Hollywood and video game industry is different, but still, it's like if you drop a name, I don't care. I really don't care. But man, what was it, like 3 or 4 days later? Bam, they put out the fucking trailer, and that pink shit that they were showing, that pink spray for Rage 2, I had no idea that was Rage 2. I was happy with that. I was happy with little pictures and stuff like that. You remember seeing the pictures of like the rocket with the pink spray on it?
I'm not a dude.
But I mean, I had no idea that was Rage.
Yeah, I didn't care that it was Rage. Like that's the other. Like I really don't care. That game.
It doesn't look bad, Frank.
No, it doesn't look good.
It didn't look bad at all. What are you talking about?
No.
Man, just because the first one sucked doesn't mean that this one can't be good.
I
believe it can.
I don't. I really don't.
I saw improvement.
I saw
more better
shit.
graphics. It's the same guys who fucking did Mad Max.
Yeah, and
so Max is dog shit.
No, Mad Max is a good game. It's not a great game. I enjoy it. One, because I'm a huge Mad Max fan. I enjoy that game a lot, but I'm not going to sit here and say that it's beautiful. And one of the reasons why I enjoy the Mad Max game is because it plays. It's literally like if Batman would kill people. That's what that game is.
I guess you could put it like that. I thought you were gonna say it's more like Grand Theft Auto.
No, it's more. It feels more like a Rocksteady game.
Well, I guess if you want to say Arkham City and Arkham Knight, but not Arkham Asylum.
No, Arkham City and Arkham Knight. Yeah.
I mean, it was more open world like Grand Theft Auto. It was a lot bigger, and you have to go and stop and collect shit and fucking. But then it fought like Batman, obviously. Either way, I don't think Bethesda can do any wrong. They've been getting better with time too. So, I mean, with the years, they've improved so much better. And it's not the same company that when Rage came out. I think that they could do way better.
Yeah,
and
no.
For what I saw, it was pretty impressive compared to the old one. I mean, it looked like they had more bad guys, better animation, better graphics. It looks like what I wanted from the original one. Because the original one, oh God, it was.
The original.
I thought it was gonna be open. Go ahead.
The original one came out when post Fallout 3, and I was expecting a lot. Like I had high expectations because it's Bethesda and it's Fallout. So
I was expecting also a fucking unbelievable open world, and I don't think it was open.
It was.
If it was open, it was a really small world.
It was open, kind of like how God of War is open.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But
the graphics, you have to admit, the graphics for Rage were pretty unbelievable.
Graphics mean dick to me, dude. We have this.
No, I'm just saying they must have sacrificed an open world to make that game look that good because the game looked good.
Yeah, no,
but it wasn't good.
No.
That's one of the things that was disappointing. Like, yeah, I mean, it's because exactly it came right after Fallout 3. But they can redeem themselves, bro. Name me 2 more bad games Bethesda did after Rage.
Oh, they got plenty. I don't have their whole wiki list up. I can pull it up.
I don't think it's that bad, bro. I don't think I think they do better games than bad. If you know what I'm saying, they have way better games than bad games. I don't think Rage 2 should be fine, and I think it's gonna sell well. I mean, look at Fallout 4.
I didn't like Fallout 4.
You didn't like Fallout 4, but
4.
Fallout 4 sold pretty well. It didn't fail. And even though you didn't like it, you still purchased the fucking game.
Yeah, I mean, but I purchased it with the idea that it was going to be like Fallout 3.
You bought it on day one?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I love
you didn't even
Fallout.
play it?
Yeah, dude, I played a lot of it, man. When I chased down Captain Crunch and I found out like where my kid was. And I'm like, this really isn't that fun. You know, the Underground Railroad and following the Cyborg and stuff like that. And just,
I know, I agree with you, but it wasn't a bad game. The problem is that it started off. It's the Final Fantasy VIII. Is what I call Fallout 4.
But
it came right after a fucking Fallout 7. I mean Fallout 7. Jesus, Final Fantasy 7. So it's the same thing coming right after Fallout 3. But I didn't like Vegas.
I didn't mind Vegas. I thought Vegas was quite interesting.
I thought Vegas was a disappointment compared to the Fallout 3.
Well, I felt like Vegas should have been an expansion. It shouldn't have been its like own standalone title. I think that was the big problem with it.
If it would have been the same character that went over there, then yes, maybe it would have done much better.
Yeah, that was my big problem with it. I feel that if it would have just been an expansion, it would have been so much better.
Shit, man. I think I ended up with like 5 copies of Fallout Vegas from Blockbuster. From the ones that we destroyed.
So from there, the games that have come out through the Bethesda group, I mean, you like The Evil Within. I wasn't a fan.
I liked it.
I'm not a fan of Dishonored. They did Rage.
They did the one in space. What did Prey?
Prey, I didn't like that. And they did Wolfenstein. Like, I don't know. There's something about Bethesda. For me, they really need to redeem themselves. Because I just gave what?
They need to redeem themselves to you.
To me, yes.
But not to the public.
No, not to the public. No.
Because the public loves their games.
Yeah, no. I'll take that. They haven't been good, in my opinion, man. Like, I'm expecting one thing, and I really am getting let down by them. And Bethesda, I mean, they were killing it when the Fallout series came out. When Fallout 3 came out, and then after Fallout Skyrim, like they really did.
You just mentioned 2 games, bro.
No, the list that I have, hold on. Because they did Skyrim.
Yeah.
They did New Vegas.
Yeah.
They did I'm trying to flip through their games real quick. Hold on, I'm looking. They did a game called Wet that I really liked, that not a lot of people liked, but I liked.
Which one?
It was called Wet.
I've never heard of that fucking game. Never.
They did what else? Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay, now I found what I was looking for. Is this by dates? Okay, perfect. Let me see. So they did Fallout 3, then they did Wet. New Vegas.
What the fuck is Wet? Oh, I have no idea what the hell that is.
They did Skyrim. Then they did Doom.
They did Doom.
Which I really liked.
The one that just came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doom was... Yeah, Doom is Doom. Wet. What the fuck?
It was like a Quentin Tarantino video game.
It's a third person. So I guess all this time I thought that Evil Within was their only third person, but no. Prey. I want to call it Prey 2, but let's just call it Prey because that's the name of it. It wasn't bad. I didn't finish it, and that to me is bad. If I can't finish your game, you did something wrong. Because when I like a game, I finish it, man. Like right now, I'm playing Far Cry 5. And it's got me interested. It keeps me interested. Even though it's got its downs.
So you bought it?
Yeah, I bought it.
PlayStation?
Hell no.
It's super cheap on Steam.
Yeah, I bought it for like $45.
You I remember you said you didn't want to go back.
When I saw the comparison of what I did in the PlayStation to how immersive and huge this game is, I did nothing. I did like 5%. But you were right. I did go the wrong way. I went north towards Faith, the sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have gone south towards John. Right? John. Is that him? I forgot the three brothers.
I don't know.
But John is a pain in my... John. The three sections have the three enemies, the three siblings to the father.
Right.
And they really antagonize you, and they really fucking... They're all three of them are batshit crazy.
Yes.
And they all have fucking their different styles. Like one, like John, I'm assuming John is the youngest brother. He is like an emotional speaker. You know, he motivates people to do things, but when you go deep down into the character, he tortures the fuck out of you. He put tattoos of your sin in your skin, and then he cuts it off with a knife. So, and then Faith is like a druggie who gets you high and then takes you into another fucking world. And then the older one, I still haven't seen what the older one is, but I'm sure he's just fucking crazy as the other two. So I get it. Every time you kill and you beat certain things in the area, they come after you, and this is unavoidable. When you go there, for example, with John, he sends somebody to get you, and they shoot at you with bean bags. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Well, they shoot you with bean bags, and you get hit once, you're gonna fall, but it's because it's part of the story. Mm-hmm. So that's the way to get you captured, and that's how the next part or the next time you'll see the boss. So you do it about 4 times, and the 4th one is when you finally fight him. But I'm liking the game. It's not bad. It's definitely better than Far Cry 4. And I didn't even play the Caveman one. And I'm still, the Far Cry 3 is still the top, the best.
Yeah, no, that's
one negative thing that I have to say is, and it's probably because they spoiled me with Far Cry 3, it was that if you got shot or if you got injured, all you had to do was push a button and he would fucking strain his arm, or he'd take a piece of glass out of his hand, or he would dislocate his finger back into his spot. Remember that?
Yeah.
All you had to do was push it once and it would do it, and then you would heal. So now you actually have to use a Medipack or whatever. You have to. And there's not enough of them in the game. So when you're in a shitstorm of bullets, and you run out of health, you're fucked, because the CPU in this game is pretty smart, and they know how to flank you really good. And then you got the melee guys, and you got the psycho ones that are all drugged up and stuff like that. And those you got to shoot them a couple of times to take them down.
I mean, that was one of my big gripes with the game, was I was just trying to save up to carry all 4 weapons. And
exactly. That's another thing that sucks.
And I remember I saved up to try to get weapon unlock number 3, and they're like, "Nah, you have to do this in the story to unlock a 3rd weapon." I'm like, "Fuck you, game." Oh, that pissed me off. That really pissed me off.
But the reason that I like the game is because of the story. I think the characters are interesting, But yes, that's one of the negatives is the advancement of your character compared to the other Far Cries is not as good as the original ones. The upgrades, like I used to love to hunt so you could upgrade your gear so you could hold more things. Now hunting is more of just killing the animal and then you just get money for it.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it, in my opinion. That was the point of going hunting and finding the rare animals and stuff, was that if you got 3 rare fucking albino alligators, you would get the ultimate backpack or the ultimate whatever.
Right.
And you would go hunting for that. But now, why would I hunt that for money if I can just loot the dead corpses out of my enemies and get money? If I kill 100 bad guys and I'm getting $6 out of each one that I loot, $600 right there. I'm good. I don't need to go hunt 2 grizzlies to get the same amount.
No, yeah, you're right, man.
So it's unbalanced in that situation. But which is important to me is a story. The characters are interesting. The 4 villains are, for now, I haven't seen the older brother, but the 2 siblings and the father are fantastic. Fantastic storytelling. I am actually immersed to see what the fuck is going to happen, and that's what keeps me playing. I want to know what's going to happen. But do you know how many times I actually open my upgrade to actually to upgrade my character? Barely. Because it's not as fun as it used to be. To me, it's not, I mean, God, like you used to upgrade remember you would jump off a building, land on someone, grab his knife and throw it at somebody else?
Yes.
Nothing interesting like that is in this one. There's no awesome kills. So I don't know where they went wrong with that. I guess by adding so much graphic. Let me tell you that what they do in this game, the amount of grass and trees is unbelievable. And I know we talked about fucking Far Cry already. I feel bad talking about it and people are listening to this, but now that I've played a lot more, it is ridiculous, Frank, how, I swear to God, I mean, this is like you're actually in Montana. I mean, I've never been to Montana, but all these woods and shit is unbelievable. It's really well done. It's excellent. Excellent landscaping design for this game. So I'm glad that I played it again, and I definitely recommend it if you like Far Cry, but expect changes. There are some changes that are not going to make you happy, but it's definitely something that you might want to buy on Black Friday, or if you're in PC, you can find them cheaper, but I don't think you can find them cheaper right now on the console. I wouldn't buy it for a full $60, but definitely $30 to $40 is worth the game, because you probably get a good 60 hours out of this game. I'm at 21 hours right now in this game, and I've only killed 2 of the siblings and probably gotten, I mean, I'm missing a huge chunk on Faith's area, and I still was able to kill her, and there's so much other things that areas to liberate. So and I haven't even looked up north. So I'm probably gonna be done like in 60 hours. Are you there?
No, I'm here. I'm here listening to you talk about it, you know.
An old game, I know. There wasn't anything. I didn't want to get Detroit. I feel like $60 for that game is not worth it.
No,
I'd rather rent it. I
can't get that game for $60. No, I'm with you on that.
I believe that game can be passed in a 2-day rental.
Oh, absolutely. The big thing is just the multiple endings. And from what I read and from what I heard, there's a ton of them. And speaking of multiple endings, so I just recently finished The Walking Dead: A New Frontier.
That's the one with, what's her name?
Javier.
She's older.
Yeah,
Javier with the but what's the girl's name again?
Clementine.
Clementine's a teenager now, right?
Yeah. So I was playing that, and when I beat it, I got it said like your Clementine is this, right? And it gave you a statistic.
What did you get on yours?
I actually put it on, the whole Twitter thing. Where's my phone? I saved it.
Well,
but the funny thing is this: after I read it, I went online to see how many different ones there are. Dude, there's a ton.
Is there? I mean, mine ended up being trusting.
Mine's called A Hardened Survivor. And I went to the website, like I Googled it and I went on the website to see like what other people had received as far as their Clementine. And dude, I didn't see mine, which to me was crazy. I was like, what the hell?
You didn't see yours?
Yeah, like nobody had mine.
It's probably because you made her like tough.
So, I mean, there's the Hardened Survivor. Like I dude, I don't know, man.
So she wasn't trusting at all?
Not really.
That's probably what it is.
At the very end, though, like I.
So you betrayed her a couple of times.
No, I didn't betray her.
You must have betrayed her if she wasn't trusting at the very end. The only time she would be trusting on people is if you don't betray her. Like, did you turn her in?
What do you mean, did I turn her in?
There was an episode where they tell you to turn Clementine in because she was an escapee, or did you just keep your mouth quiet and she hid? There was another time where you said you'll come back for her, or did she gain your trust?
Oh yeah, she had my trust. She had Javi's trust. She didn't have too much trust with other people, though.
No, then that's fine. She is a trusting person because if she trusts you, that's what you get.
Well, no, but she could trust me. She doesn't trust anybody fucking else, man.
No, that was how my character is. She doesn't trust anybody because she knows what kind of world it is. But I like that, the way they do that. So because the next game that's coming out, which I think it's next year, you actually play Clementine again.
It's the last one, too.
The last one, and you play her again.
I could see them going back to the series. I could see them going back to the series, just no Clementine.
I mean, they could do that, yes. And talk about Walking Dead. Have you seen the trailers for the Walking Dead game?
They're all CG. I mean, they're all
cool.
CG.
They're all CG. I know. There's no, which is one of the things I don't like. But did you saw the latest one, right? I think he was
with the grandfather.
The grandfather, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. That one was really cool. He's sitting down telling his story to a walker.
Yeah,
to a walker. I didn't know if that made him like suicidal.
No, he just knew what he was doing.
He's luring them in, I guess. But God, that game is like 3 years behind. Like it should have been out like 3 years ago. I think it was. I remember the announcement for that trailer for that game a long time ago, and it was an E3. So, fingers crossed that they show something at E3 for that one.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going.
I hope so.
So I beat that one. I went back and I started playing the Batman game. So I'm playing Batman again.
The one with the Joker?
The one with the Joker. And speaking of Batman, I watched Batman Ninja.
How was it?
It's super Japanese.
It's a Japanese animated.
Yeah, but it's like it's borderline offensive if it wasn't made by the Japanese.
What? Well, I mean,
if it wasn't made by Japanese people and then brought to America, that'd be one thing. But this thing it's borderline like, wow, this was Like
Did you see it dubbed?
No, I saw it in English because I downloaded it.
That's dubbed.
No, but I'm saying with what they did, a lot of it was just super Japanese.
I don't understand. Can you give me an example why it was super Japanese?
It it would introduce somebody, and then like Japanese kanji would come up.
Okay.
It was just like really weird.
Oh, that's just anime. That's just anime stuff.
No, you gotta you.
I mean, you tell me it's super Japanese, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's like Ninja Scrolls.
No,
and the next scene, Batman's bagging someone.
No, it's not that. It's like Street Fight. It has like moments like Street Fighter.
The movie?
No, like the video game.
Okay.
Like Batman's going and he's fighting somebody, and so he's fighting Joker, right? And then out of nowhere it comes to be like Harley Quinn, and it does the weird background where it like turns, like if they're fighting at night and it's like a blue sky, the background will turn orange and it will have like a lot of motion lines. And then some kanji pops up, and then on top of it in English it says Harley Quinn, and I'm like, what the hell?
I wouldn't say it's offensive.
No, dude. If Americans would have made it, it would have been offensive as fuck. It would have been
towards who though?
Towards the Japanese.
I guess, but I'm sure it was made by the Japanese. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, these days, a lot of Americans are taking that style.
Yeah, but it's.
I mean, Afro Samurai.
Well,
that's American.
But no, it's actually not American. The guy who created the story of Afro Samurai is American, but the game itself, I mean the movie itself,
the show.
Yeah.
Okay. What about? Okay. So let me give you another example. Boondocks.
No, Boondocks is American.
I know, but it's the same style of the Japanese animation.
Yes.
They take a lot from the Japanese animation.
Right, but it's not like, you got to see it. When you see it, you'll see what I'm saying, where like this is, if Americans would have made this would have been highly offensive. But it's okay because the Japanese made it. Does that make sense?
That's probably why it is like that.
Say again?
That's probably why it's like that.
Yeah.
Because
what I did like was that it had multiple art styles.
What? Oh, really? Like Animatrix?
Yeah, but it all takes place within the same movie, and at times you kind of like are like, wait, what? Like you're looking at it like, did the movie just change? But then
like
you
the
realize
style changes.
Yeah,
maybe
style
it's directed
changes
by different Japanese animation directors.
Yeah, one of the scenes was completely done in watercolor, and it was awesome. That was one of my favorite ones. Even though the animation wasn't that great, it was still one of my favorite scenes.
Bro, let me tell you, I enjoyed the Animatrix way better than the Matrix trilogy. Absolutely loved it, just because of all the different styles. So if they added all that into one movie of Batman, I need to see this. I need to rent it. I was gonna buy it, but then I decided maybe I should rent it.
I liked it a lot. No, I liked it a lot. But I liked it a lot, but then there was times where I'm like, why the fuck did they do this? I'm trying to, talk about it without giving anything away, but there are some scenes where, because it takes place in feudal Japan, but he got some of his technology into the past.
Okay.
So he has his technology in the past, and it takes away from what makes it awesome, if that makes any sense.
It makes sense. But it's definitely in my list to see, because I love Batman and I love Japanese animation. And
the thing is one of the best things about it, though, is how they transition the characters.
Okay.
to be to just fit the Japanese culture.
I mean, but is it really super Japanese? Like, did they sexualize Harley Quinn?
No, that I think they knew not to do that. I think they knew that they had to not
take it too far, not to cross the line because it's a DC franchise.
Yeah, I think they that was there.
Because I'm sure they would have done something.
Oh yeah, they would have, but no, that didn't happen. What did happen?
Don't tell me too much.
No. I'm trying to figure out. But no, I saw it. I enjoyed it. There's just some things in there that, Jesus, they really should have just not put that in there. Like I'm watching, I'm like, that was so fucking stupid. It took away from the movie. It took away from the greatness of the film, for lack of a better term.
But the story good at least? Oh God, you're thinking about it too much.
Yeah, no, the story's not good. I'm not gonna try to defend the story.
Well, okay. So in other news, do you know which one is the number one selling game for Ubisoft?
No, what?
It's Division.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Tom Clancy's Division is the number one biggest launch of its first week. Man, Tom Clancy's Division, huh? Number 2 is Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 has an amazing first week with sales topping $310 million. Bro, you know that's mostly Americans. It takes place in Montana with a bunch of people with guns. So I guarantee you most of the sales is over here. I guarantee it. And there's a lot of little lines there. They're talking about how our country is right now.
Oh, yeah.
The president, you hear some guy in the background. If you listen, you'll hear things of people having conversation. The president wanted to take our guns away. Well, I'm glad they didn't take the guns away because then now we wouldn't be able to protect ourselves from the cultists. They just drop that in there. And I'm like, you know what the funny thing is? If this game would have been made by Republicans, I would have understand. This is made by the French.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the French just think that everyone thinks like that. And they just added that in there. So Tom Clancy's Division should be 1 year from this month. So I'm assuming they're saying it's going to come out in summer of 2019.
No, they said they're going to give us there is a legit
release
they're giving
date?
us a release date that popped up in the news. So when we get the press conference, I mean, they already announced that they're going to give part 2.
I'm really curious.
I'm excited.
I actually played the game this week because I'm that curious to see what it's going to be like.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I put so much into this one, and I feel like, I don't know, robbed or something. I don't know. To just start from scratch over again, I just like.
I understand what you're saying, but I think that's what most games do.
No, I mean, yes and no.
Don't pass your character over. Name one.
World of Warcraft, dude.
World of Warcraft did not have a part 1, part 2, part 3. It was an expansion.
Right, but that's
this is an actual part 2, though.
But it didn't need a part. Like that's where I'm going with this. I don't feel like it needed a part 2.
No, it didn't. But also I don't know if Ubisoft has the same amount of money as Blizzard does. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel.
Go ahead. Go.
I feel that if you wanted that expansion like that, then they need to charge subscription.
No, I don't think
they
so.
do.
But go ahead.
If they're going to be investing money in more parts of the United States, more parts in the whatever, then they do. And don't bring Rockstar into this because Rockstar is not adding extra expansions in there. I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto 5. They don't add extra parts of what city is it in Grand Theft Auto 5?
San Andreas.
San Andreas. Is it San Andreas?
Yeah.
they don't add extra parts to that. They have other features and they put little things, but they haven't really expanded other than the San Andreas. But I thought about this because you have mentioned this, that you want more expansions within the same world. Blizzard does it, but they charge a subscription. Final Fantasy does it, and they do a subscription. You want this shit to happen with these games, and they need to charge.
I didn't think what's it called had
Which one? Are you okay?
You're still no. I'm trying to get the name of Final Fantasy has a subscription. I thought Final Fantasy.
$14.99, and you get one character. $20, and I think you get 2. Then you're talking about a game like Elder Scrolls, where they don't charge you a monthly, but they hold back from a lot of shit.
Oh no! Their expansions are $40 a piece, dude.
$40 a piece, and you don't get certain things. They kind of, it's kind of like a loot box kind of thing. You pay a monthly subscription, and then they'll give you extra shit. But what your concept on a video game for that, then they should be making profit. I'm talking about on an online basis. If you're talking about a single one like God of War, you don't have to charge. You can keep expanding and just charge for the expansion. But when you're doing online and you said it yourself, the servers, they have to pay for it. So assuming that they would have kept Division Part 1 or just the Division, and then they were going to expand more to New York. But where were we in New York in this one? Just Manhattan.
Manhattan,
right? Yeah. Where else can you possibly go in New York? Central Park?
There are 5 boroughs, man.
Okay, 5 boroughs.
You have Brooklyn, you have Queens, you have Staten Island, you have the Bronx.
Okay, so you could have just charged, you could have made that, but I mean, does that really feel like it's big? In your opinion? Let's assume they added Brooklyn. How big can Brooklyn possibly be? I mean, if they should just make a fucking state. Are they staying in New York though?
Yeah. No, that's the thing.
That's wrong then. You're right. It's wrong. If you're going to keep it in New York, why don't you just stay with the same fucking game?
Do you see where I'm going? Yeah.
I see where you're going, but at the end of the day, they are probably starting from scratch. I mean by starting from scratch, I can guarantee you that they're going to go in there and implement everything that you've done. Maybe.
Well, no, that's what the shields are for. The shields are coming out end of this month.
And the other thing is that the game's going to look a lot better than this one.
Yeah.
Now, if I look at that fucking trailer and I see that it looks exactly the same, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Because then it was pointless. So yeah, that would have sucked if it looks like the same fucking characters over. What else? Did you play anything else?
Saw Deadpool.
You saw Deadpool. If you had to give it from 1 to 10,
it's an 8, man.
What did you give the first one?
I gave the first one a 9 because it was the first of its kind. Deadpool is just more of the same. You're not getting like this. Oh, I'm seeing that it's getting like a 7, and some people are giving it a 6 online, and I'm sitting there like, what the hell's wrong with you people? It's Deadpool. Like, I don't know what you're expecting. If that
they're
makes
expecting
any
a
sense.
love story. They're fucking stupid. What do you want me to tell you? It's not fair also because they like to compare it to Marvel movies.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. You can't do that at all.
And that's what they're doing.
But it's hella fucking. It's so fucking funny.
The Ryan Reynolds performance is great.
Yeah, the jokes are great. All that shit's awesome.
How much did he bust Cable's ass? Like balls? Did he bust him up like a lot? Did he bother him?
He goes after everybody. Like sometimes it's like really offensive. really, really offensive.
Bro, I heard he made a joke about Disney or something, and they made him cut it. They cut it because it was too offensive for Disney.
Dude, he goes after everybody. It's so great. Like that to me is one of my favorite things about it. Is he just goes after everybody.
Yeah, no.
Bashes every single person.
Did he bring Hugh Jackman into this again?
Say again?
Did he bring Hugh Jackman into this?
He bashes Wolverine a lot.
He bumped into him I was looking at Ryan Reynolds' Instagram, and he bumped into Hugh Jackman in a coffee shop. And he says, I bumped into this guy in a coffee shop, or maybe I followed him here. And they took a picture together. But he's always busting his balls.
He's busting everybody.
Just like the comic book, though.
But that's what makes that's where I go with. That's why it was so awesome. It was.
Did he call him Thanos?
It was so fucking good.
Did he make any Thanos jokes?
I really recommend it, dude. He got every single character in the Marvel world. He goes after, like he really goes after just about everybody, man.
That's why he's so hated by all the superheroes. They all hate him so much.
It really was, dude. Like I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the first one. I really enjoyed this one. And if you don't like it, to each their own. But if you're expecting some kind of like, oh my God, this was the greatest thing ever, you're dumb. Like that. Yeah. No, you're literally like, that's it. You're dumb. If you're expecting something like, holy shit, it was the greatest thing ever. No, it's a stupid fucking movie. And as long as you can realize that, hey, this is a Deadpool movie, it's a stupid fucking movie, you're going to love it. But if you're sitting there trying to get something out of it that it's not supposed to be, you're not going to love it.
I agree with you 100%. Just go for it for fun.
That's all it is. It's a dumb goddamn movie. It's a
dumb, fun action movie. That's it. Just like the first one.
Yeah.
It's
more of the first one.
Yeah, there you go. And that's fine with me. That's something that I enjoy. I wanted to take, Kimberly to go see it, but I don't think she would like it because it's just a dumb movie for her. For me, it would be great. I don't know. Is it theater worthy or should I just wait?
You can wait. You don't have to see it. It's just what is it? It's built on jokes, and if you hear some of the jokes, it's not going to be funny. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, of course. And if you don't know about the other superheroes, then you're not going to like it at all.
Right. Like you're not going to get. But he also the references are there, where you. You remember the first one?
Yeah.
When he goes and he calls the girl, and he's like, Ripley from Alien 3? And she goes, fuck, you're old. You remember that part?
Yeah.
Like it has a lot of that funny shit in it.
Didn't she let her hair grow in this one? The same girl? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Definitely by myself though.
Oh,
I go in the morning with Grandpa. Have a coffee.
I was gonna try to see it with you, but I showed Kathy the first one,
and she liked it.
And she loved it. So I was like, "You want to go see it?" And I got home from work. Grandma watched the little shit, and
oh my God!
And I got to go to the movies.
You can just call him the little poopster.
He's a little shit, man.
All right. So, let's talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
I mean, we don't have to.
Let's talk about it. I mean,
it's literally once again, I'm right. It's literally everything that I said it is. and I really don't give a shit what anybody says.
Well, I want to talk about them. Okay, go ahead.
Well, when I sat there and I told you guys that mainstream gaming is bad for us gamers, people fucking denied me. What did you text? What, like 2 days ago? That Battle.net is going to start supporting what?
I can't believe Battle.net is supporting this fucking game.
It's supporting Call of Duty. And this Call of Duty game is going all the way in with this goddamn battle royal system. If you watch the trailer, that is all they're talking about. They got rid of their campaign. This game has 0 campaign mode. Don't get me wrong, the majority of people who play Call of Duty, they don't even play the campaign mode. This thing has
so stupid. That's what made me get the game. It was the campaign.
0 campaign mode. From there, they're saying that this is the biggest map ever, right?
Probably because there's no campaign.
From there, you want to know how they built this map? Watch the trailer. Tell me if I'm wrong. They're taking all of the classic maps that everybody likes and are just slapping them together.
God damn. This is ridiculous.
From there, ready? They're stealing. They decided to go, we're not going to, from what I'm gathering, I could be wrong. If I am wrong, guys, let me know that I'm wrong. But from what I've gathered, they're stealing Ubisoft's second largest title right now, that Rainbow Six Siege. You can't create your own class. There are multiple classes that are created that are like the operators in Rainbow Six Siege. There is no health regen like in Battlefield. You have to use a meta pack.
Oh my God.
Then they're adding vehicles like Battlefield because the maps are so big. Stop me when I'm, wrong, because I overanalyze everything and I'm just this old curmudgeon who doesn't believe in the progression of video games, because all this is just taking everything, throwing it in a blender and saying, this is Call of Duty.
Like, okay, well, first of all, we have to assume that they're cutting it off because it's expensive. It must be very expensive to make these fucking $100 million games to get Kevin Spacey to touch soldiers in the games and stuff like that. Too soon?
And get Kid, what is his name? Kid Harington?
Kid Harington. I don't know.
He was in Infinite. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Well, either way, so they cut that off, but that's still risky because even if people are playing multiplayer, I guarantee you everybody gets the game because of the fucking story. You take the story. Okay, I get you. You took the story off. That's fine. You're leaving it online, and your sales are going to be good because it's on PlayStation and Xbox. The next move Activision does, which was the one that I could not believe. You took the game away from Steam? Are you kidding me? Did you really take the PC game out of Steam?
Did they really?
Yeah, it's only available for Battle.net.
No shit, I didn't know that.
So you're going to tell me that you're going to betray the Steam community? Don't get me wrong, Battle.net is awesome. And if they're going to do it on Battle.net, it's because they have the best servers. But still, the fact that Steam has had every Call of Duty, and now you're going to force people to download. Let's assume that these people have been playing Call of Duty, all the Call of Duties on Steam, does not have World of Warcraft, does not have Destiny, they don't have Diablo, they don't have that. If they don't have any of those games, guess what? They don't have the Battle.net overlay. So now you have to download that shit and now you have another launcher in your PC. People, some people don't like having too many launchers.
Oh, I can imagine that.
So now you're forcing people to put another launcher so they can play Call of Duty, and you're not even giving them a story. It's just online. What are you doing? I mean, what are you doing?
Whatever the hell we want.
Obviously, fucking Steam, man. Steam has. I mean, if I wanted to be a fucking asshole, I'd take all your Call of Duties out of Steam, all of them. I said, oh yeah, put them all in BattleNet then, because we don't want any of your games, because it's not right. There's communities based on Call of Duty on the Steam, and now they're all gonna go away.
C'est la vie, man.
C'est la vie, of course. C'est la vie. What are you gonna do? That's just a PC. I mean, God knows what they have planned for PlayStation and Xbox.
No, I don't know. It's a dumb game. It's a dumb concept. And if you're going to fall into this troll feed of just the recycled game, and it doesn't, like, I watched gameplay of it today, and it doesn't look like it's changed much.
No, it hasn't changed much.
I love Titanfall. Titanfall's coming up on what, 2 years old?
Yeah.
The graphics are reminiscent of Titanfall, which is 2 years old.
Well, wasn't the Titanfall done by Call of Duty people?
Well, no, it's Respawn. This is done by Treyarch. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Like, aren't they all EA?
God, man, I don't know. I mean, a Call of Duty fan will get it either way, but damn. Really? Just online? Well, it's a bold move. I got to give them that. I don't know if they're going to make as much money as they always do every year. What do you think? I think I say 25% will go down. No way it's going to sell like it used to be. Because I know people buy it for the story.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to sell. It's Call of Duty. It's going to sell.
It's fucking stupid. I don't know what people.
It is stupid. That I will admit, it is stupid.
And this is all because of PUBG and Fortnite.
Oh yeah, no. Well.
These two games are PUBG.
They went all in because of those two games. That they did. And if you're going to try to deny that, you're an idiot. Like, you're dumb. Like, I'm telling you right now. You're listening to the podcast, and you're like, they're not doing it. No, they're doing it because of that.
Absolutely, they're doing it because of that.
But it's that style of game, the Battle Royale system, it really is just a flash.
But is it only Battle Royale?
No, it's going to have the other modes. But they're going all in on the Battle Royale system. Does that make sense? Like, they're putting all their money.
It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Logically, it's a stupid idea. Call of Duty and Battle Royale mode it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, the concept isn't the concept of Battle Royale to find your gear, like you're dropped in and you have nothing.
Exactly. Is Call of Duty going to do that?
You guys as good as mine, dude. I mean,
I don't think they will. Call of Duty always it's all about making your character.
But that's the thing. You don't make your character anymore. You got like this operator thing that Rainbow Six created.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna sell, but I'm telling you.
I mean, I could be wrong, guys. If I am misinformed from what I've seen in these trailers, please let me know. But from what I've seen, that's what you're fucking getting.
Oh my God, it's so stupid.
Let's talk about the 2018 game of the year.
Oh my gosh.
You can deny it all you want, brother.
What?
Red Dead Redemption. Holy hell. Everything that I'm finding out about what people have said about this game is ridiculous. It's nuts. This game is going to be unlike anything we've ever played.
Sell it to me. What are they doing different?
The number one thing that they're doing in this game, Rockstar said the number one thing that we want to fix is this. You are no longer the center of attention. Okay?
Okay.
When you play an open world game, the game kind of revolves around you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
They've made it so that you gotta work on their schedule. It's not the other way around.
What?
Yeah.
On their schedule in what way?
Like certain characters only appear at certain times of the day.
Okay.
Like you just can't go to a shop in the middle of the day, like in the middle of the night and be like, okay, I'm here to sell my shit. You can't do that.
You have to go during the day when it's open.
Right.
Okay.
Then you have the gang has its own hideout. And the gang's hideout has different sentries at different times of the day. So some people will be sleeping during the day and you will only see them at night and vice versa because of the character interaction. They're putting a big emphasis on making you less important, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
Because they want the world to feel like you're just a small piece of it. You're not the center of attention, which almost all sandbox games are.
Yep. Even Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and that's why they're changing that. In that, now you can go and you got to like hunt for food, right?
Yeah.
If you go and hunt for food and bring it back to the camp, the people at the camp will eat it. They'll be happy, right? Now, they're not making it where you are completely in charge of everything. Like if you don't get food, then everybody in the camp's going to die, right?
Okay.
But if you don't come back to the camp often, the people are going to talk shit about you. Like, oh, look who decided to show up today. Versus some
fucking dick.
No, but that's kind of the thing, man. Like that's what they want. You get different responses for different things.
Okay.
Now, the hunting aspect, right? So you can't just pick up and carry things. Your horse is the main vehicle to carry things. So say you like killed a deer, right? You have to strap it on the back of the deer. If you don't sell the deer within a certain amount of time, the deer begins to rot. And then you don't get anything for it. You can also choose, so say you just want the deer pelt because you need the space. You can just skin the deer and leave the body. And apparently the level of detail and like what it looks like to skin a deer, to skin a rabbit or something is, from what they said, disgusting. Then they were talking about it. So the guy was hunting a deer and he shot it with the arrow. But it didn't die. It like ran away and you had to track its blood. Okay. And then you kind of see it laying there, like just dying. And you walk up to kill it. And the guy said that the sound the deer made when he stabbed it in the throat to kill it is one of the most horrifying sounds he ever heard in his life. The guy's like, that sound will haunt me forever.
What?
They're making it extremely realistic. And like animals suffer, people suffer. It's not.
Well, it's the end of Wild West, so.
Right, but the thing is it's not this glorified entity. Then it has things like people will start. So there was a scene where like he was trying to pick a lock and this dog was barking. And somebody heard it, the dog barking, but it didn't alert the guy right away. But the dog kept barking, and the guy started to, the NPC's like, what the fuck's going on? Why won't you shut up? And the guy came over. And then it gives you a level of dialogue that you can do to that character. What you do to that character has consequences. So you could physically intimidate them, you could verbally intimidate them, things like that. But everything has a consequence.
This sounds interesting.
It is, and this is people who saw 45 minutes of gameplay, and they said from the 45 minutes of gameplay that we saw, the game is huge.
How do you even get to that? How do you go to places to play that fucking game? How come we didn't get an email? Fuck.
Yeah, no, they got invited, and some guys at IGN got invited to it, and they were talking about it, and they're like, it is everything that we expected, and so much more of what we didn't even know was there.
Well, I guess I gotta try to. I mean, it's only coming out for console, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
As of right now, yeah. If it does anything, it'll come out later. To say that I'm excited about this, and I loved God of War. Speaking of which, I just found this image of God of War. Not of God of War, but of Norse mythology. I'll shoot you the text later, but it's of a character that, you know how Frida is a witch?
Yeah.
There's a woman called Heidi, or Heidi, I'm guessing. It has a weird accent mark over what looks like a D. She's a shaman and a seer, and she's cursed by Odin for misleading the gods.
Okay.
And apparently she is like this huge person in Norse mythology that I've never heard of. And she's got a bunch of runes and everything along those lines, where she could end up coming into the next God of War because she's part of this mythology. So I'm excited about that.
It'd be interesting.
No, yeah, I think, I mean, any little thing I come across.
We should be able to hear it by December.
No, I really think E3 they're gonna sneak something in.
I hope so, because it looks weak right now. Their little show.
I know.
I really do hope so.
I don't get how it's 4 games.
That's what they say.
I know that's what they say. The 4 games. I guess that may be to prevent leaks or something. I don't know.
Exactly. They say that, and then immediately it leaks, and then they got like probably 5 more.
I can see them, but I mean,
bro, they kept God of War hush hush. Nobody knew that was gonna come out in E3.
No, they didn't know. We kind of knew it was in the works, but we didn't know that it was official.
Exactly.
God, I'll never forget that. I was so happy that day.
I remember.
Oh.
Boy. So to finish off the episode, I wanted to talk about a theory that fans have come up with in Avengers Infinity. They say that it was... This is the theory. The theory comes down with... I mean, unless you're going to talk about anything else about games.
No, I'm good.
I already had mentioned about this, which is a spoiler, so if you're listening, get ready. I had told you guys that Doctor Strange had said that he had absolutely no problem sacrificing Peter Parker and Tony Stark to save the Time Stone. He had absolutely no problem. Then he uses the Time Stone to look at different possibilities to see how they defeat it. Remember that? And he said he did like 2 billion or whatever, and there was only one way to do it. Some people are saying that the theory was that he needed to conjure, because he can get into different dimensions, which in the comic books, there is a multiverse like DC. You know that the Marvel Universe has multiverses. That he was able to open another dimension, and the only way that he could do it was by letting everybody die. He sacrificed, Doctor Strange sacrificed all the people who died by opening up a gate from another dimension in order for those heroes to come into our world. Now, so are you with me right now?
I'm listening.
So when they were fighting Thanos and they were trying to get the glove out, where was Doctor Strange? he wasn't anywhere. He didn't even help out to pull it. He could have fucking used a spell to take that glove off, but he was nowhere to be found. And everybody come up with a theory that he was working on opening up a dimension when that happened. Now, the theory is that the people who died at the end, there's a spoiler. If you heard it and I ruined it for you, that's too bad. They're going to stay permanently dead. They're gone. They're not coming back. Instead, he opens a dimension where he merges both dimensions together. And those heroes from that other dimension are the ones that died in that dimension, and they'll carry over. So they'll come over. So they're there, but they're not coming back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you there?
Yeah, so you're going to say that they went to a different dimension.
And grabbed the heroes that are still alive and brought them back in there. So everybody who died, but they brought on the ones from the other dimension into that dimension. Hence, how they could probably bring in mutants, Fantastic Four, everything, and bring it in. Now, the other thing that they were saying is he conjured the time stone out of nowhere. It wasn't in his necklace. And the other theory is they're saying that time stone is the time stone from another dimension, and he gave it to him. So the time stone is still available for the heroes to use in order to go back in time and fix everything. That's a mad concepts. But I do believe, I like that one because that way they could do because you're supposed to get a new multiverse after Avengers Infinity Part 2.
Right. So
this would be the way it. Now, he can open dimensions. There's only two people who can travel to other dimensions. There's only been two. Doctor Strange and Ant-Man.
I thought Scarlet Witch does it too.
No, but not in the movies.
Oh, okay.
So, some people say that he hit the time stone from this dimension into the dimension where it's too small. The dimension of where you shrink and you get into.
Right.
If he hit it there, there's only one key person who can get that time stone, and that would be Ant-Man. So some people think that he's probably the key to find the stone if he shrinks enough. But he can't remember shit because he's been to that dimension, but it was too much for his brain to comprehend. That when he came back from the dimension, he didn't remember anything. And then the dark dimension, that's where Doctor Strange went to. I mean, I'm hoping it's true because then you can bring the X-Men in there.
Well, the X-Men's coming.
I mean, you could.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, but then they can explain how the X-Men can get into the MCU universe. You have the X-Men. I mean, think about the movie starting, right? And I'm thinking of part 2. The beginning of the movie starts, and you're gonna have that same scene where Spider-Man is trying to pull the glove out of Thanos, and then they show you a scene that you didn't see before where he actually goes into that dimension, and then they show you having a conversation with the heroes of that world. Oh my God. I don't know if people could probably comprehend that. They'd be like, what the fuck is going on? But that's how the comic books are.
Yeah.
That's how that's how they bring people from the dead. They don't
really
bring him back. They just get him from another multiverse.
Right. And then that multiverse is fucked because they no longer have Spider-Man.
Exactly. Or they just merge them.
Well, I mean, that's what Doom did.
Yeah. So, I mean...
That's what Dr. Doom did in Secret Wars.
I mean, that'd be cool. I remember the zombie... Marvel Zombies. It was another dimension where all of them were zombies. And they were trying to go through a dimension into the world, the regular MCU. Did you ever read the Marvel Zombies?
No.
It's so good. Because only the superheroes are left and they all still have their powers, but they're zombies. That's so good. It's stupid, but it's really good.
That doesn't sound like a fun time.
They're still as powerful. They killed it. They annihilated the world. The only people who survive is Wakanda. And that's because they have the technology not to let the zombies in. But it's really good. I have the book. I'll lend it to you. That's about it. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Well, then, I guess we have to do the goodbyes then, huh? Thank you so much for listening, guys. Thank you for everything. Once again, if it sounded bad last week, we tried our best. I guess there was a little hiccup on the sound. But we appreciate you guys listening. Mr. Japanese again downloaded our episode. Frank. He's gotten every episode, and he refuses to at least say hi on Twitter or something. He's like a big hush hush. Sir, we know you're the only one. So if you're in Japan and you're listening, it's you who we're talking about. So just drop a hello at Evil Metal Gamers at Twitter, or email us at evilmetalgamers@gmail.com. We are in Discord. We are in Twitch. We are in Facebook. Frank, where else are we?
Gmail.
I said Gmail. You always say that. I'm always waiting for you to say the 2017 Game of the Year, and you never say it. We are in Injustice also, so drop us a line.
I haven't played Injustice in a while. I've been playing everything else.
Oh, and also, guys, I posted something on Twitter. Show me your rarest trophy. I want to see it. Show me pictures of your rarest trophies on the PlayStation. Xbox users, I'm sorry. There's nothing. But I guess they can show us it doesn't show the rarity.
Does it show the rarity? That's
no,
what I was just about to ask.
I don't think it shows the rarity. It just shows points. But yeah, show it to us. I want to see that hard work that you guys work so hard to get a trophy. It doesn't have to be necessarily platinum. Sometimes just one trophy is super rare. And yeah, post them on the Twitter. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for everything. Take care.
Love, peace, and happiness.